Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody had a great day. I had an awesome day today. You just don't understand. My day was so full and resilient. Woo! Baby, let me tell you something. God is so real. God is so powerful. And if you don't know, I'm going to let you know something. Real talk. So come on in. Come on in. You got to know what you know and stay consistent with it. God is real. He is so real. And I'm so grateful that I'm a living witness that he is, because when you are making your transformation, you got to know that you got to just be authentic in it. So I'm just grateful and thankful that I know who I am and whose I am to really continue to grow and becoming a better version of my true self. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. The true feeling of a real sister or a brother, it's unreal. It's amazing. You know, we can always say that our own, family over everything, but sometimes your family over everything, the people that you really you're consistent on or believing in, are the ones that truly doubt you. But at the end of the day, you got to also see who has your back tremendously in your transformation. That's the power of God. That's the power of wisdom. That's the power of movement. And I'm grateful at it. You know what I'm saying? You got uncles, aunties, friends, cousins, mama, daddy, whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. These people truly will support you when you're doing wrong. But who supports you when you're doing right? Who's standing beside you when you're doing right? You know, those are questions that we all want to know, right? But I'm going to tell you something. God got your back. Let me tell somebody this. God got your back through your trials, your tribulations. No matter what you have been through in life, know that God has your back, and you still have time to really make that transformation for you. I'm going to let y'all know this. I speak very, very boldly when it comes to change. Change is good. I had to change my life in order to get where I am today. I had to believe in me, because at one point in my life, my own two that are still here doubted me. And sometimes they still do. You know, they kind of say, Diamond, you make the wrong decision. You do this, you say that, you do this, whatever. But you got to know that when you trust the process, I don't be trying to throw nobody up on the bus. I don't be trying to hurt nobody's feelings. And I most definitely don't be trying to, shine on anybody. You know how they always say, people always got something to say. No. When you got something to say, make that saying for a reason, for a true reason. I'll never forget when I actually started my journey in my transformation, and I started talking to families and people that I discovered as I was learning and boldly connecting with folks that I had no clue of. I really, really got out my comfort zone and just spoke about some things that I needed support in, needed help in. You know, some people might look at it as you're telling your business, or you're sharing this and you're sharing that. It's not. It's a vulnerable moment that God gives you when you make that personal relationship with heaven, and that vulnerable moment will speak for you, to where when you're seeking the right help, the right support, the right love, the right hand of whatever it may be in life, the light gonna shine to where you're gonna know if it's right or if you're gonna know it's wrong. And me knowing me from back in the day, I was always just up to something, and it wasn't no good. I ain't gonna lie. Always, to the point where when I said what I said to heaven, that I wanted to live a happy life. I wanted to live a resilient movement. I wanted to stop crying the tears that, like, I didn't cause my own self. I wanted to really be who and what God see me as, and not who I think I am, and all of that good stuff, and so forth. And He did that for me. He did that, and so I stepped boldly into Transformational Academy with the support of Jerry Smith, and knowing that this person saw so much within me, and I stepped boldly to be encouraged by somebody that just dropped back in my life. I said to myself, like, are you serious? This ain't, this, nah, mm-mm. And I got my answers. Having faith to know that I had to learn how to learn again, how to boldly step forward to learn how to focus again on the right stuff, not the wrong stuff. To really focus on where I was going more so than where I am today. And I really, truly, truly, truly give all thanks to the man above, because without God, we wouldn't be where we are today. Without the positive support, the love, the help, we wouldn't be where we are today. And so he already know I was going to speak tonight at 8:30 live on, the Life Talk TV, because we are really trying to get back up under our feet based off of having, a lot of lives in our family make that transformation to heaven through, the bereavement times, through death, through the hurtful times, through the upset times, through the pain, through the all kinds of things, purpose, everything. I'm truly just grateful that I'm still able to sit here and say, you know what, in this house we trust in God. We believe, we understand, we really connect on purpose for reasons. We don't show up just to show up, because we can easily stay at home. But we show up because we sincerely need a true, valuable relationship, friendship with the Lord. In the Lord's house, where we belong, right? A lot of people think that, that's not where you have to always seek it. But the value of connection and collaboration is how your blessings fall. You can stay quiet, you can stay in the corner, you can stay in the back, you can stay wherever you stay in your transformation. But when your mouth is kept closed on the gifts that God has really anointed you with, really have given you, really have shifted you into, man, you are not being fair to your own internal growth or soul. And so I encourage y'all right now today to really get out your own way and really see a better version of yourself. I'm Coach Diamond. I'm a life coach, and I help people shift on purpose and in purpose. I help people get out their own way and step boldly into their calling, really to be who God sincerely is molding you into, not who you are today. And so I'm grateful and thankful that I got the opportunity to really shift myself in this transformation, to understand the purpose of real talk, real, healing, and real transformation. And through this process, I learned that the more I stay connected with that word and apply those words to my true best self, God shifts. He moves gently for you and puts you in places where you are connected with the right-minded individuals. And since I did that, I've grown so much through Open Hearts Foundation Coaching Academy, through Project Family, through all the support and love and leadership through my own church home and church family. Which is Bethel Baptist Church. And I really, 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 really stepped out my comfort zone and kept building on to uplift myself in the empowerment of coaching, the empowerment of the confident coaching, the transformation of empowerment, transformation, confident coaching on individuals that are healing from sexual abuse, from, hurt, depression, from anxiety, from what is it? Divorces, bad relationships, bad connections, bad relationships. So y'all give me 1 second. So I really had to step out my own way in doing something. So when it comes to that, the support comes from really getting in the space of people that will encourage you to just keep living out your true divine dreams and purpose. And so again, I wouldn't be where I am without literally Mr. Jerry Smith, with the motivation, with the push, with the conversation pieces, with the front porch talks, with, me sitting still. And not only that, no, I don't have it. Not only that, just giving me, the encouragement to keep boldly pushing. And so sometimes when we think that we just still mentally have the willpower of just doing it on our own, no, prayer changes things. You got to keep praying, and you got to keep pushing forward, and you got to keep believing and seeing, and don't give up on the journey of what it is that you really want to see happen or prosper or go forth with. And then after that, you just live your life. So I did that. I did take my very best step forward with building throughout D Youth Coaching Academy. And not only D Youth Coaching Academy, I also have the Life Talk TV show that I am working on and really, really pushing forward, where I connect with individuals that want to share their real life stories. Where are you going? Okay. Their real life stories boldly and confidently on living a life. Why? Because my daughter Jade, for one, me asking her where she going right now, encouraged me too to just sit and have these conversations. And so I think if we sit back and look over our life and see who really truly motivated us in the things that we are truly grateful and thankful for, or should be grateful and thankful for, we will start really pushing forward and continue to push forward on what we know God purposely have for us. And so I'm super excited for this next level of the transformation, the journey, whatever it may be, that God has to see us thrive in the big picture, whatever He has. People always ask me, Diamond, what is it that you do? I help people. I help people throughout their transformation. I help people, find their purpose. I help people, connect with their true best self and really live for who they are. And right here from the comfort of my home. I don't try to be the professional because I'm not perfect. But when it comes to the connections, I really want you to really, discover your true being, because it's more than what you externally see on the outside. It's internally in you. And a lot of us always, want to step up and look good. But the question is, do you feel good? Are you happy? Are you, internally, emotionally connected with spirit, life, purpose? And if you're not, I don't know, because it was in there and I don't have it. I have 3 other things. You got to know what it is that you want in life, right? And so Life Talk TV it's going to be, it's actually already in go. Because every time I connect with some of my clients and some of my family members, I have these conversations with them where we have this real talk, real healing, and real transformation going on with really making a shift. This is a powerful movement, not just for me, it's for our community. It's a strategy plan. It's a movement plan. The plan is more than just words on paper. The push is more than just a roadmap for how individuals and families should connect. The community can come together to build resilience, strengthen relationships, and grow into real bold leaders together by motivating each other, connecting with each other, encouraging each other each and every day. And so I'm so grateful that I got out my own way to do a thing, all because of the vision of what not only um, God has for me, but what my brother had, with all the individuals that I connected with. Mostly all of them are in heaven right now. And that was just real talk, real love, real transformation, real connections of real people really helping other individuals. And you don't find that often in the African American community. You don't. You don't find that often in any community. Really. It doesn't even have to be African American, it can be Caucasian. When you sit and have this conversation with people, family, you want family to help family, but it doesn't always be blood family to be the ones that help family. But when you know what you know and who you know in those movements, I mean, really, take it to God. Allow God to lead you and guide you the way you want to be led in God. That I'm a true believer in telling individuals, be the mentor or the coach or the leader that you would want somebody in your life. Be that sister. And see, before my transformation, I had yet to find one that really wrapped their arms around me and said, Diamond, come on, we're gonna make this journey together. I had a few, but we all went our own way. So, give us ice cream. At the end of the day, you got to know what it is that you want in life, right? And this is the part I say, we don't try to be perfect people. We're human. We're gonna live. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna live. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna have fun. But we're human. And the human part of it is those that really have already lived through that life, the encouragement that is given, whether it's good or bad, it matters. So this is why you got to be the mentor in someone's life that you want in your life. You got to be that bold, support. And I wanted to really allow myself to be that vision, even with my children, my own children. God said it start at home. Yes, sir. And I understood the process. So I got started at home, right? And that's what it's all about. Start at home. Believing that you can and you will and make that shift. And so when I learned the coping skills of all the things that I faced in life, all the things that we all face in life in this house, I had to learn to get out my own way and really speak up and speak on them and speak to them and speak over them and share the realness. And so I work with those children right now to this day that have, suffered the loss of a loved one, that has suffered the loss of just true friends that they thought that was true friends in their life. And I do this, even loved ones, and I do this because he can tell you he was married before and I was never married, but the connections that we had with people, they were internal connections that we thought that should have lasted forever, but they don't always last forever when you just don't, put God in your business. And so I'm glad I put God all up in my business this time. and really put God first in my life. And really can hear somebody say, don't do this, don't say that, don't, take it to God. I hear you. But I'm going to take it to God. Let me trust. I hear you, I understand. But let me just speak to the Lord for a minute about it. And that's what really shifted me. Because you still got people out here that's family or not. They got those masks over their face. And they say they somebody to you, but yet behind you, they talking about you like a So this is why it's important that keep the faith of what you know you need in your life to be motivated and thrive and go after your dreams, your goals, your purpose, and just live a little. And so I did that, and so did, you know, Mister. And I still call him Mister because that's my Mister. And so now making that transformation and being authentic and bold to be who you are and whose you are. It's a real talk, real healing, a real transformation. And so we are looking for those individuals to make these conversations real, these conversations bold, and these conversations purposefully driven, but authentic, like just a true authentic movement. And when you decide to get out your own way, we encourage you to connect with us because we love to grow. We love to learn. We love to make those connections. Both are vibrant people, and we know who we are. And that's all that matters. And so I want you to know, again, building resilience, it's not always easy, but it's worth it. Building and strengthening you, it's not always easy, but it's worth it. Stop living for other people. Live for you. Stop living for those that don't live within your means or your your true belief in the connection of what God has for you. And over the next few weeks, throughout these episodes that I'm having to edit and learn and talk about and discover and really put towards my life now, I'm really excited to share these, next true movement. So get your pen and paper ready. Take notes. All of them are literally almost coaching sessions, but they're talking coaching sessions. You're going to learn with me. You're going to grow with me and hopefully thrive and, make those connections and start these movements to connect with this community, the coaching community, the empowered coaching community. Because I'm looking for coaches. I'm looking for resilient coaches that want to get out their own way and step boldly and really share your true authentic stories. Your stories mean a lot. And when you learn that your story can help the next person, you're going to be very meaningful. Thank you, Jordan, for putting that in the trash can, son. Very meaningfully, your story is gonna be very meaningfully to uplift other individuals, if that's a word. And I hope it is. But if it's not, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. But listen, I love y'all beautiful people. I'm just gonna stop there and start all over and really try to find a true divine connection so that we can start doing the purpose and vision of helping individuals in these workshops find and discover their true authentic purpose. It's time to connect and grow. It's time to purposely drive forward to really live a life that God has called us to live. We're not promised tomorrow. Nobody is. And this is the purpose of having a vision that is way bigger than your own true self. It's just powerful. I'm speechless, y'all. I'm just speechless. And it's real. It's real. Having it's just real. It's real. It's just real. It's real. So listen, I love y'all good people. Stay connected. Let's talk. Let's grow. And if I can help y'all with anything, just reach out. I'm here. All right, let's talk and grow gently. Peace.